To make another video on porn, and that one of my subscribers on my fan page was asking, since porn doesn't teach men anything about how to be a better lover, who is it made for? Is it made to patronize men? And that's a great question. I think that porn is made as a fantasy for men who imagine an always turned on, insatiable woman. An always ready, insatiable woman. That's the male fantasy. That's his version of our Prince Charming. We have a Prince Charming too, right? Maybe he's like, however we imagine he makes us feel. So the man's version is the always turned on, insatiable woman. And sometimes when guys get here to my escort appointments, they imagine that that's real. They think that escorts are always turned on, insatiable, like we're sitting around, aroused and waiting, just waiting, and the moment they walk in the door, we're going to bounce on their dicks. That's what they think, some of them. Because why would they know any different? They think porn is real, like it's a freaking documentary. I want you to pay something attention to in porn is, are those people enjoying what they're doing? Or are they acting? Because if you're actually have been with women who like sex, you'll be able to tell who's acting. And high-pitched squeals are acting, okay? Contorted faces are acting. Like, I don't really like this. Believe me, I think that the stuff that pops up on my screen sometimes inadvertently when I'm going on a web, something will pop up. Like, always hungry, ready to go, college girls and this and that. College girls are really not that horny yet, believe me. They're mostly exploring. They're not acting out of their empowerment in those videos. I'm pretty sure. A lot of that stuff looks really painful. I'm not saying that women don't like double penetration. I've met women who like double penetration. However, the woman I was with who liked it, she was doing that also with her boyfriend and another guy. It wasn't just two random strangers that she had just met 2 minutes before. You as a guy, you try getting your ass pounded by a big dick. You try getting your ass pounded by a big dick. Even guys who like getting pounded in the ass need warm up. They need some rimming. They need like a butt plug in first. They need some warm up. Nobody likes just a dick just plunged into their ass. And that's what they do in porn. That's how they make that look. I digress. So porn is a fantasy. Just the same, have you guys ever watched Fast and Furious, or like these car chases? No one drives like that. They change the filming, they make it look like someone's driving like that. And they use stunt actors, they use actors. You're not James Bond, okay? You do not rescue your lady and jump across buildings and take out the bad guy. That's a fantasy too. We don't expect you to be James Bond. We know that's a myth. So don't expect us to be the porn girl. It's a myth. That's what I want to tell you guys. It's a freaking myth. But there's something that men find so appealing in their fantasy about the woman they can always have, who just wants them, who's always ready, always available, always wanting it, insatiable. Well, if you actually got that woman, she would be bouncing. That woman, that insatiable woman who can't get enough, is going to wear you out after 3 days. You will beg her to leave you alone. Or she'll be bouncing on every dick in town. So you can never own her. Or you will never be able to satisfy her, because the insatiable, always turned on woman can never be satisfied by you or anyone, because she's insatiable. It's a fantasy. The other thing, so when men come over here, I explain to them, porn is a fantasy. I'm a woman. You want me to get turned on, you're going to have to touch me a little bit, you're going to have to kiss me. I had a client the other day, and I was explaining that to him because he's like, yeah, I guess I did think that escorts are just sitting at home, turned on, waiting to fuck. And I'm like, before you came over, I was cleaning my apartment, I was getting dressed, I was taking pictures of myself. I wasn't even turned on, except I was thinking that I would have to get turned on when you got here. And then, as you know, we had finished sex, and we were talking. He's like, yeah, I could see that escorts are real women too. And that's good, because I explained to him, when I'm with you as a client, you're getting all of me. You're not just getting my body where I'm mentally checked out waiting for it to be over. My whole body is with you. My heart is with you. My emotions are with you. My mind is with you. All of me is with you. So I can't fake anything. Like, it has to be real. That's just how I do it. With those women that are always turned on insatiable, I'm going to say that I think, I could be wrong, that this porn fantasy woman was either endured childhood sexual abuse, so she's like a little bit sexually crazy, or she has mentally and emotionally left her body and she's just going through the motions in her body. She has checked out. She's left her body. If you know what that is, that's what people in trauma do. People that are raped or that don't want the sex they're having, they'll start making a grocery list, or they'll leave their body. They're not feeling anything. Then they come back into their body. So that's why I say it's violent, because sex is supposed to be about being present in all of our forms. My body, mind, heart, spirit, soul, all of it. There's only so much I can experience with someone I just met, right? It'll go deeper when I know someone more or something. However, I bring all of myself to it, and those porn girls are not bringing all of themselves to it. They left behind their heart and their soul and their emotions. There are no emotions in that. There is no emotion in that. And so I kind of judge guys for liking that stuff. Like, how can you get turned on? This woman is obviously faking it. She's obviously not enjoying it. She's obviously in pain. So how can that turn you on? Guys, leave your comments. Tell me how that stuff can turn you on.